This is a collection of no BS tips and tricks that will actually work in your Inferno game. These are things I use in 3K Elo. Let's go ahead and get into it. The first thing that I am doing as a little bit of a gimmick, guys, is when I'm throwing this mid smoke, right? When we're smoking in the mid round, doing this type of thing, I am constantly scoping in here into App's window room. Now, this is an insanely effective trick that you can do to get a kill on a very good player, or in the least lag them, or just even if you miss. It's so psychologically scary as an Apps defaulter when you're walking through this doorway, jiggling, doing your thing, or just like literally trying to chill in here, and there's an opper fighting you in middle. I use this against some of the top teams in the region, even in like South. I've used this against MIBR, Pain Gaming, Liquid, obviously playing against them. I promise you, this is something that does get you kills on bad players, on great players, everyone all around. Hit the subscribe button if you want to know the best tips and tricks I have on this channel. I've done a video on Mirage. Now, the next key to dominating your pugs and, you know, really imposing your will into the game is being good at mid control nades. Now, a lot of you guys will throw the instant smoke, which I love, and we're going to get into tips for that later. But guys, keep it simple. When you have a good spawn, sit here and throw an incendiary, right? Obviously, we have a molly right now. We're on T side. But throw an incendiary down here and start to condition the other team to realize that they're not going to be able to just run out mid and jump in here, right? Of course, if we have a bad spawn, there's only so much we can do. But get really comfortable with this and collect data. If you've thrown this for 2 rounds and nobody's pushed through, they're respecting it. Have the courage to sit here, and even with a rifle, you don't even need an op, but this pick is great with an op. Sit here real quick and go get that kill, knife out, and jump back. So many players get caught off by this simple little positioning trick because they sit here and they're like, oh, I have a teammate T stairs, I have teammates mid, I don't care. And yes, in a team environment, people are going to be more ready, but I promise you, in a pug, there's so many players that even if they have their gun out, they're just lazily coming through here, and it's the easiest frag of your life. Let's rapid fire some off angles. This position right here, very good 1 round a game. This position up here, so unbelievably good because it's so hard to get headshotted. I love opping up here. Great little angle to play. It is amazing. I use both these positions maybe once a game. Amazing places to play. I'm going to show you some next level things that work, but first I have to show you how to get a skin exactly like this, the Desert Hydra, from my favorite skin trading site.
Thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Skins Monkey. They are one of the greatest and easiest to use CS2 trading sites out there. You can swap out the skins you do not like for brand new ones that are so much more fresh. Even skins that are trade locked can be secured by adding them to your backpack. The greatest thing about the site is that you can buy skins for so much cheaper with a 35% deposit bonus when you use my code, KOJO. Make sure to check out the freebie section where you can get a free skin just by completing tasks. On top of the bonuses, you also get a $5 bonus when clicking the link in the description.
All right, guys, your next key to succeeding, I'm going to show you a lot of A side things because I'm a great A player. I'm not the best B player, but we do have a few overall tips and tricks for B as well. When we are playing arch side, one of the best things that you can do is just save an HE. Now, we are playing CS2, and sure, in CSGO, we would just be trying to get HG damage by nading mid, doing that kind of thing, and it's not bad, and you definitely should be looking to chunk people with nades and stuff. But one of my like reliable ways of playing is when the other team smokes arch, and you know how it is in a pug, our lane player is not gonna understand that we're not with him anymore, we're smoked off. He's gonna sit here and be fighting. When he's taking contact and fighting, and especially if the T's are running up lane like right here, you know, in these positions, they're running up lane. My favorite play to make, and pay attention closely, is when this smoke is here, pull your nade out, right click it and left click, arc it through the air, and get ready to fight. Boom. It's such free frags, right? It's honestly such free frags because they're so distracted running up lane that we're just shooting people in the back, right? If you ever see the T's throw a bad arch smoke too, where it's just on the ground like this, I love boosting over this. It's one of my favorite things to do as well, especially with the A1S where the bullets are quiet. We can sit here and on a timing when we know they're running up mid, start spamming the top of the smoke, and you're going to see exactly where everyone is. It's going to reveal everybody, and it's the freest kills of your life, guys. I promise you, it's great stuff. Another really cheeky angle I love to play once a game in a pug is up here. Just, you know, predict, visualize them peeking you, visualize boiler peek, boom. And if we're doing that visualization, we should kill them every single time, right? People are not good at throwing flashes in pugs. People are not good at throwing mollies. I mean a molly, nothing's going to get us up here. So It's amazing, especially when people molly this porch angle. They forget that like angles like this exist. And I mean, even me, I'm ready for it, but I'll get caught off by it all the time. Another such good position that I play with like a pistol or even MP9 and stuff is right here. I mean, I'll play with an M4 too sometimes, but the reason I say with a pistol or MP9 is that, you know, you can surprise them. Say you have a 5.7, you can surprise them and maybe kill them. But even if you don't spot anybody, you can then play this overpowered like truck angle, this van angle. And when people run in, you get all the kills. When they're scaling out above you, it's really awkward. Nobody's just like, for the most part, running out and doing this. Most time they're coming out here looking moto or looking, you know, pit like this. They're doing their thing. And so when they start to run out above you as well, it's a really advantageous fight where you can just spam them to death right away and get easy kills. So this position, players like Twist love to play it. There's so many great players that sit there and play that. It's amazing. Now your go-to on A is obviously going to be a pit sight crossfire. As a sight player, if you ever have a leftover smoke, dropping a smoke down anywhere in front of you is amazing. We love defensive smokes over here on this channel. It's how you win pugs. It's how you just create chaos. They're going to run into sight. Half of them are going to keep going. Half of them are going to be like, oh no, there's a smoke. I can't do anything. So defensive smokes across the board everywhere are just so unbelievably vital to succeeding. Let me rapid fire you some T-side tricks and tips. I guess these are also CT. Honestly, you could use these as CTs. Just depends if you're in a post plant or if they're execing on you. An angle to hold arch really effectively is right here. I love in retakes as a T, sitting here with an op. And some, like, of course, if somebody swings here, you're probably not going to be fast enough to hit them. But a lot of times people are going to come through here and be jiggling, doing stuff. And they're really going to sit here and try to jiggle and pre-aim this angle. And when they do that, what they inherently do is stop. And it gives you the freest kill of your life on them when they go to jiggle back. So I actually get so many kills playing this position and pit. You definitely need to utilize this, even if it's just for info. Because that can mean everything. And and that's crazy that we actually walled him instead of just killing him. You know, like that's everything in a retake, right? Say it's a 2v2 retake and all of a sudden you see two guys swing moto or two guys walk. Even if you don't get the kill, you've won the round for your team, because now you and your homie can be like, oh, you know, both moto, like, well, now we play the round out. Another super cheeky angle mini pit players will use, and also you could do it on T side, I guess, is using this angle to kill guys coming through moto. So they're going to swing here and they're going to start getting shot and they're like, what the heck? And you're literally shooting them through this little tiny gap. You're almost never going to die if they decide to stop. If they keep swinging, of course, it's going to be more of a fair fight, but it's just really good stuff to look at. Ways to smoke moto. One of my favorite ways, back here, get on the pole, aim at the light bulb. Also, what you can do is get on this window, come here, line up with that to the top over here with that. Boom, just pause it if you need help. Really good stuff. These are not necessarily tricks, but it's just good stuff to learn. On retakes, or I guess maybe if you're T-wrapping moto, you can molly pit like this, I believe. Is it there? We have to adjust it. Hang on, sorry guys. Sorry, noob moment. Again, these are just real tips and tricks. Sometimes we're gonna mess up with things, but we keep it real with you guys. Great pit molly. It's actually insane. My biggest tip for you guys is stop mollying pit on T side like this. Stop running out here and mollying it here. Instead, literally come out to this side and molly pit off of this wall on T side. So good. Look at that. It's actually insanely effective. And of course, do your due diligence, like jiggle here, do that kind of thing. But once you're done jiggling, throw your molly, boom, gun out, and then do your thing. Stop getting killed by an opper, by a rifler on these angles. You don't need to be. It's so unnecessary. Also, speaking of unnecessary, is entering sight without flashes. I don't care if you're a CT retaking or a T going into sight. Guys, throw some flashes off these walls and stuff. Like, get yourself active, get yourself there. You can also jump throw a flash. Boom. It's going to land in sight. It's going to blind everybody here. Anybody playing on these angles is going to eat that flash, right? So good. If you want to help your teammates, tell them, yo, look sight, I'm going to flash pit. Look sight. Boom. You flash over there. It's going to blind everyone on that side. So just really helpful, really useful things to do in that regard. I said we were going to talk about this smoke. We might have to save it for another video. Honestly, there's a lot of cool things you can do with that. Some good util, good CT smoke. You've got to be able to throw this. You literally just line up here on the wall, aim at the corner at the tip of the building, pause the video if you need help with it. Awesome. Also, you can throw a backhaul smoke from here, get in that corner, aim generally here, and run, jump forward and throw. A run, jump, throw. And this should hit if I'm right. Oh, okay, it blinked a little differently, but it still gets the job done. This definitely, yeah, not the most optimal, but besides the point, you can adjust it a little bit. Also, really good mollies to throw that'll help your B exec is come here, aim at the windowsill, and then come here below this heart, jump throw, right? Pause the video for both of those if you need. Have a teammate drop you. This is the most overpowered thing to throw when they're on pistols. When the other team is on pistols, throw this. You'll never lose because they're burning here. They're burning here. It's so good, so effective, guys. Absolutely love it. As far as gimmicks and tricks, I'm going to show you one interesting thing that actually does work quite a bit is when we throw this good CT smoke and we're on T side, boom, we're coming in here getting the kills. We don't hear anyone spamming CT, and don't do this at bomb. I have a teammate come out here in the smoke, and I actually jump on their head and get boosted on top of this. So it's quiet. All of it's quiet, so that when the smoke fades, I am in the most surprising position ever. And it gives the CTs literally a heart attack. Boom, killing them. And they're like, what the heck? They're like, how's this guy up here, right? No one ever thinks to counter boost on T side. It's actually genuinely amazing. Amazing stuff. My last tip for you guys on B, drop your freaking smokes down. If you have extra smokes and they're running in on you, drop that smoke down. I don't see enough people doing it. Just create chaos. Create chaos in that kind of way. I've got a lot more useful and helpful tips to give you on Inferno. Hit that subscribe button, like this video. I need to see support to know if this is a good video idea or not. I love you guys. Appreciate every single one of you. Keep grinding, keep working hard. We're going to keep doing no BS tips, tricks, and just making you the best player possible. So I truly do appreciate every single one of you and wish you the best of luck in your own individual Counter-Strike journey. So I'll catch you guys all later. Peace out. Peace out.